Hey guys, welcome to another Escape Wheel watch review. Today we're looking at the Vario 1918 Trench Watch. You can pick this up on the Vario website. I'm going to leave that down in the description. Current price is $312. This is kind of a pre-order state, and I believe they're starting to ship in June. So get in while you can, either June or July. I think actually it's now July, but a really cool watch from microbrand out of Singapore. They make excellent straps, and they've started making some watches. This is probably their fourth or fifth watch, I think. So they're not really new to the game, but definitely one to watch and check out if you're into this kind of vintage, trench watch look. So I got sent this watch by Vario, so I want to say a big thank you to Vario. This is part of the League of Watches, so again, this will be going on to another reviewer here in a little bit, so I don't get to keep it. But yeah, let's get into the review. This is a pretty small watch, obviously being a homage to an old trench watch. We got a 37 millimeter case. The thickness is just under 12 millimeters. Got an 18 millimeter lug width, and the overall wire-to-wire dimension is 44 millimeters. So, yeah, really small, compact size. I really like it. It's a little small for what I'm used to wearing, but still really cool. So the case finishing on this is really nicely done. You got a circular brushing on the mid case. You have a polished lip on the bezel here. You do have polished wire lugs. These are fixed wire lugs. We'll talk about that in a little bit. And then you got a circular brushing on the case back. And as you can see, this one's got a custom case back. The regular case back I'm going to leave right here. But then it does say 10 atmospheres, stainless steel, 11/11/1918, which marked the end of World War I. And then automatic and sapphire, and then Singapore, where this is made. So overall, really nicely done. Case finishing is pretty simple, but executed to a really nice level of finishing. And I mean, the size of this thing, it's tiny, but it wears really good, I think. I mean, it as you'd expect. So I'm going to go outside and slap it on the wrist for you. So here it is on my 7 1/4 inch wrist. You can see, I mean, it's tiny, but I think it looks really good. And, it's picking up tons of reflections. But like I say, usually with these crystals, it shows up a lot worse on video than it does in real life. And, but yeah, I mean, it's super comfortable to wear. You can see it's nicely rounded. Sits pretty flat on the wrist. I think it looks absolutely fantastic. Let's get it out in some sunlight here. And when you do that, the crystal basically just vanishes. It's, I mean, it's really something to look at and something to see. You can see the nice, beautiful enamel dial just shining like crazy, and yeah, it looks great. I'm gonna go put this on the bun strap real quick, and we'll get back to this. And here it is on the bun strap. Works really well with this vintage style watch. Very comfortable. I just love the straps that they provide with this thing. And one thing I did want to notice is on their website it says something about 7 inch or 7 1/4 inch wrist being the max. Well, mine's 7 1/4, and I've got at least 2 buckles left. Without the bun strap, I've got 3, I think. So it'll fit a little bit bigger than 7 1/4 inches. But yeah, I just wanted to point that out. But yeah, it looks really good on this. All right, let's go back inside and get back to this review. The crystal on this, it is a double dome, very slight double dome. I don't know if you can see it or not. There we go. It's a good view of it. So it's very slight double dome sapphire. It's got lots and lots of AR coating. It's picking up a lot of reflections here, but in real life, I mean, I almost thought the crystal wasn't there when I first saw it. So really good job of cutting down the glare on it. And the dial on this thing is absolutely stunning. I'm trying to get in here good enough. So this is an enamel black dial, and you see it's got painted numerals at all the hour markers. It's got these really nice kind of a gunmetal cathedral style hands. They reach all the way out to the minute track. It looks really good. The color on them is a little bit off. This is like a pre-production model, so maybe that'll change in the final batch, but I'm not really sure. And then down at the 6 o'clock, you do have a second sub-dial, and you can see the hand sweeping away down here. You do also have the Vario text at the 12 o'clock position. And then you got a nice minute train track chapter ring around the outside. Everything looks really good. I love the font that they chose. I think the colors of it go really well together. I wish the hands would match the dial a little bit better, or vice versa. But yeah, overall, I mean, it just looks really, really good. That enamel dial is absolutely stunning. And yeah, I think that's definitely one of the selling points. And you can get this in a whole bunch of different case finishes and dial setups and dial colors. They even sell a larger medic version, which is a 40 millimeter case. So it's basically this here, and then it has a little bit of a, I think a pulsometer ring around the outside. So you can get lots and lots of different options with this thing. So I definitely suggest going to check out their website. The Lume watch is not great. I'm going to pop up a Lume shot right now and we can talk about it. So here you can see it's in between the San Martin on the left and a Fleeta on the right hand side. The initial burst is pretty good, but the dial fades out pretty quickly, and the hands, they hang on okay, but in general, the Lume is not great on this model. Again, it might change with a different dial setup and Lume color, but I can't really confirm or deny that. Let's talk about the movement inside. So movement is operated by the signed, really nicely signed with that Vario V. Really like that. Nice simple signature there. Onion style crown at the 415 position. You get a nice satisfying pop out. You pull it out. It does hack. It does hand wind in the first position. There's no goat's date position or anything like that. It's a version of the Miyota 8000 series, but it obviously has the 6 o'clock running second hand. I've had no problems with it. It does have the typical rotor whirl that you get from the 8000 series, but it's really not that bad in this version. I'm not really sure why. So yeah, just something to note. What about the straps? Like I mentioned earlier, you know, these aren't removable wire lugs. So you have this kind of rivet style strap that screws on. You can slip a single pass through here, and you know, you get a whole bunch of different styles with Vario. They supplied me with this on a bun strap. So a really nice bun strap, very comfortable. I'm not a big bun fan, but it obviously looks the part with the strap on it. And they sent a couple different bun straps. So they got this kind of blackish dark blue, which also looks really, really good. And they also sent me a single pass. So all these straps, you know, I have a few of the Vario straps, and I love them. They're super comfortable, really nicely done, definitely worth checking out, and I think definitely worth the price they ask for them. So go check them out. So I think my favorite is either this brown strap here, either on the bund or even off the bund. I think it works really, really well. My only complaint is that these screws, they kind of scratch your wrist a little bit, but you know, that might just be me. I'm not sure. But yeah, it looks really, really good on the strap. I love it. I've loved the look of this thing. It's great. So let's talk about quality control issues. So like I said, this is a pre-production model, and even then, I didn't notice any quality control. Everything lines up good. You know, the hands are hitting the marks where they're supposed to. No issues with the crown, no issues with the case back. Everything works great on it. So I expect the final product to be just as nice. And so there you have it. That's the Vario 1918 trench watch. This is just one of the versions you can get. You know, like I said, you can get probably, I don't know, 20 different styles of this thing. So go check them out for sure. Definitely an interesting piece, and I believe after July the price goes up to about $360. So you still have about 2 months or 3 months to get in on this. But yeah, it looks really, really cool. If you want to see some more pictures of this, I'll be posting a couple pictures here and there. I want to try and get rid of some of my watches. I'm getting way too many watches, so this one's going to be moving on pretty quick. But I do have at least one picture up right now. And if you guys enjoyed the video, found it useful, helpful, leave me a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. And hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. And if you guys want to leave a question or comment down below, please do so. I'll be sure to get back to you. But I think that's about it. Thanks a lot for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. See ya.